Hey folks, welcome to this week's segment of Wild About Hunting. We're staying on that preparation theme and we're talking turkey today, and who better to talk turkey with than the guys with Bangin' Game Calls down here in Millville, PA. We have Scott Weiss and Charlie Welliver, two of the owners here joining us. Guys, thanks for letting us come down to the shop.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here.
All right, awesome. Well folks, we want to teach you a little bit today of how to get into calling turkey, and we're going to start with a two-part segment. This is the first. We're going to work on friction calls. So we're all holding a friction call here. I've got a double glass and they've got some slate calls here. Guys, first things first, the striker. How do they need to hold this?
Hold it like you're holding a pen or pencil when you're going to write something.
Okay, all right. And then once they have it in that position that they need to hold it in, they've got to get it down onto the call itself. How do they do that? Is there an angle, and how do they make the sound?
It's not straight up and down. It's about a 30-degree angle. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. And that's, just about the perfect angle.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good. And now when they want to go make the call, what kind of a movement are we looking at? So
if you want a basic yelp, you just make a circle. About the size of a nickel.
Okay. So it's a really small movement that they're making. They're not making a big movement on the whole thing. Nope. It's just one small area. Now when someone's looking to call, what would you say the 3 sounds are that they need to focus on to learn first to really get proficient with?
I would say the yelp, a purr, and a cluck.
Okay, all right, we just did the yelp there, so how about a cluck?
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay, so it's a really short, quick pop
Yep.
basically, just making that clucking sound. All right, purr, Scott, what do we sound like with a purr?
Purr's kind of like the cluck, only instead of popping, you just want to drag it.
Okay. So all you're doing, folks, if you can hear that, is you're just dragging that down across the call.
Straight back towards you.
And you're just straight back towards you, just like Scott said. So you've got 3 calls, the yelp, the cluck, and the purr. If you can master those, you're on the way to calling in that big boss Tom and getting a shot at him this spring. Now there's one more call that if you can really get good at it, will really help you out when that bird gets hung up, and that's the key. Scott, how do we do that?
Okay, it's basically you want to start with the yelp, only then you want to go a W motion. And drop it down.
Awesome.
Pretty simple with practice.
Pretty simple with practice. Anybody can do this. It's a lot of fun. Get the kids involved. If you have any questions, email us here at info@wildaboutHunting.com. We'll get you hooked up with these guys to learn a little bit more calling, and we'll see you next week somewhere in the hunting woods.
Good luck hunting.
Thank you.